Hello everybody!
Hello. Today we are looking at Karuba. Get your exploring hat on.
Indiana Jones me up, landlord.
Let's go and find them jewels.
Yeah, I mean this guy this guy is obviously meant to be Indiana Jones, well, young version obviously.
Young version.
Young Indiana Jones. So yeah, basically this is a great this is a game by
It's
Haba.
tile laying, and it's a puzzle game, really.
Yeah, 2016 Spiel des Jahres winner as well. So it's quite old actually, 5 years old. But not, a lot of people don't know about this game. So let's explain it to you. So dead simple, as you say, tile laying, exploration, sort of puzzle game. Yeah. Basically, it's a path across a jungle that you're building using tiles, and the way it works, you all get the same blank board, which is sort of beach down one side along the bottom, and then jungle along the top and down the other side. And randomly, you not randomly, but between you agree where you're going to set the little meeples.
Oh yeah, you take it in turns, don't you? One at a time to do.
The idea is that you set a meeple, so there's a meeple and a temple of the same colour, and in the game you're trying to get the meeple to the temple, the matching colour.
The explorer.
Explore, indeed. So you set them up in a kind of opposites style, and they have to be a certain sort of way apart. So you don't obviously want to sort of go from square one to square three.
Isn't it degrees? It's degrees of the board. Yeah.
They have to be sort of 20 degrees apart, or whatever. But so you kind of make the path interesting by putting, say, the purple meeple explorer in the top left corner, and then the temple bottom right corner. So you've got kind of quite a way to go. Not you don't want it to be sort of fairly close and simple. You could, as long as it's 20 degrees apart, because obviously you're going to have the same. So one of you sort of sets that, the purple and the purple, and then the other one matches it. Or if you're playing with more players, obviously you all do the same. But we obviously do it as a two. And then the brown one, so the other person would choose the brown one, do there to there kind of thing, and you match that. Then the yellow and the whatever colour it is.
Purple.
Yeah.
Green. No.
Purple,
Brown, purple, blue.
There you go.
And yellow.
So you've got the same layout basically on your jungle, and the sort of squares are there, blank, ready to be filled with your tiles. And everybody except for the party leader, as they call it,
Team leader.
expedition leader, they will have their tiles available 1 to 36, I think it is, 1 to 36 laid out, so that you can see where they are, 1 to 36. And the expedition leader has theirs all shuffled up and face down, and the expedition leader, draw one tile at a time and announce what number is on that tile. So for instance, number 35, everyone grabs their tile 35, which they can see, and you lay that down anywhere on the board that you like. There's no kind of restrictions apart from the number has to be in the top left hand corner, so it's got to be upright from your point of view.
That's quite unusual, because I thought it would have to be next to a meeple or explorer, or next to another already placed tile. That's the usual thing.
Not at all. And in fact, you can block off your own little paths as you're laying them all sorts. There's literally no.
No, that's quite good. That otherwise it might be a bit too tricky, I think.
Yeah, there's literally no restrictions. So you can kind of put it right in the middle if you want, or on the edge, wherever. And obviously, you're trying to build paths between the meeple.
You can say meeple.
I'm explorer.
Explorer.
Between the colour and the temple, matching temple. So you're trying to imagine that before it's there.
Yeah, and paths cross as well.
Yeah, and obviously you've got 2 or 3 people going in different directions. Yeah. So you want to kind of put all your crisscrossy paths in the middle, so you can kind of all use the same crisscrossy.
Does get tricky.
It's quite a neat little sort of puzzle game. Anyway, so the person draws a tile, you lay that tile, and everyone chooses where they're going to do it, and it all ends up different, obviously, random.
I like that though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You've got the same tile, so you've
got exactly the same. It's a level playing field.
But you end up with a completely different playing board each. Yeah, it's clever.
And if you draw a tile that's got a gold or diamond on it, then when you lay a gold or diamond from the supply onto that tile, and then at some point, if you get to that tile on your journey, you claim that diamond or gold, and they're worth victory points. So gold is 2 and diamond's 1. You have to land exactly on the tile, though. You can't kind of pass by and grab it. So
that's tricky as well. Sometimes
you have to sort of waste movement points. Sometimes. And the way you get movement points are, if you grab a tile and you think, well, that's not really useful for me, or I don't want to use it, I can't use it, or I literally want to use that as a movement tile, you discard the tile and you claim as many paths off of that tile.
I mean, exits.
Yeah.
Or entrances.
True enough. They're on that tile. So, for instance, if you had a sort of crisscross path, that would be 4 exits. That would be 4 movements. So you discard that and move one of your explorers 4 spaces. You can't split, so you can't do 2 for 1 and 2
But
for
as you say, you can move them just
you
two.
can do 3, yeah,
or,
and claim
2 or
your
3.
gold and stop something, but it's wasting points.
Yeah.
So if you threw away a tile with 2 exits on, that'd be 2 movements and so on. And so you kind of basically build up your paths, decide when you're going to move, because another thing is you can't have multiple explorers on one tile, so you can't gather together.
I fall down at that where I'm
waiting
like in a queue for that person to get out of the way.
Well, yeah, because
can
you
move
also
up.
can't jump over a tile, meeples. You can't kind of go 1, 2.
I do fall foul of that a lot.
They literally have to have a clearer path. So again, as you say, you can kind of get a bit of a bottleneck going somewhere on a tile in the middle, and everyone's and so that is kind of the trick of it. Really, is making your movements a good time.
You almost want 4 separate paths, don't you? But it's really hard to do that.
It's too time consuming and too little sort of space, really. So you're kind of trying to maximise the amount of movement areas and then these tiles. And what the thing that you say about this game is you tend to kind of be concentrating so much on building up your paths, then you suddenly realise, oh no,
no one started walking anywhere.
I've got about 6 tiles left for movement. So
yeah, that's why I fall down. They always get like halfway and then I run out of movement
you're kind
tiles.
of getting close to your temple, you never get there. So actually as well, another way of earning victory points is the first person to the temple gets 5 victory points, and the second person gets, well, in a 2-player game, 3 victory points. And if you play it as a 4-player, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody gets 1.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's the incentive to get to the temple first of that colour. I know you're on a separate board, but it's
almost worth doing. Like, I'm going to concentrate on 2 of them rather than the 4, isn't it? To get
it's a good tactic. You have to try it.
Right, let's play.
So that's it. Happy to. So that's it. Very simple. This is going to be on our top 10 of simple to learn, lifetime to master type games that we're thinking about doing, because it really is. It's so easy to teach, and in fact, you said you want to teach this to your nephews, 11, 12, 12, 11.
10.
So he's young. And this
I think they would.
8
to 99.
So I could teach it to your gran as well.
Yeah, that's true. I'll teach them to do both at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be
See
interesting.
how it goes down.
They probably go on fine with it, because it really is easy to play. So that is pretty much it. And you build your board up, you move your explorers, you claim your points and your gold and your treasure along the way. Done deal. One with the most points at the end of all the tiles being expired, basically the lead explorer. Once their tile stack is empty, obviously everyone's used up all their tiles.
It's quite a quick game. It says 40 minutes, but
it does say 40 minutes. No, it's like 10, isn't it? 15?
Yeah, 20 max.
Well, maybe it's a little bit longer for 4 players.
Maybe.
Perhaps,
That's true. It's 2 to 4.
I don't see why, because it's still the same amount of thinking time going on, but just dissipated between 4 boards instead of 2. But anyway, very, very simple, very, very quick. It's a really nice, like I say, filler game, I guess, really. Yeah. But it's
and it looks good as well.
It's a really nice looking board. Yeah, the product.
The
is
jewels
very
as
nice.
well, and like shiny jewels.
Yeah. It's really well produced, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we like this game.
Yeah,
you can tell.
We can,
and it's it's kind of a us game, isn't it? Really, very simple, nice, puzzly, but we're on our own. It is not
too in depth, not too thinky.
It's one of those games that is a little bit kind of solo. To a certain extent.
Yeah, I don't see what you're doing.
No, exactly. But it's not in as much as the first player to the temple on their board gets the biggest points. So you are still actually in competition to get done first. It's
normally what happens is I'm racing away here, and then I just hear from my left, "Oh, temple reached 5 points." Oh, I'm not even there yet. So yeah, you don't actually you're not playing on the same board.
But you are in competition to those temples for sure.
I kind of like having a separate board that I'm working on.
Well, and the other thing I found as well with this game is that when you're going along the paths for the diamonds and the gold, I'm actually discarding tiles with diamonds and gold on.
Yeah,
when I pull them, because I think, all right, there are diamonds and gold that I could place out on the field of play, but I'm not going to be able to get to them because my paths are so convoluted already. This one's it's not gonna fit in with my
you want to get to temple, don't you?
It'd just be off to one side that I'm not gonna so therefore it is valid to throw away a tile with gold on it.
Yeah, it
is. So that's a tricky thing in itself. You could be giving away potential points technically.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you're claiming movement. So so there is a very simple game. Let's score it up, shall we? Shall I go or shall you go? I'll go.
You go.
Okay. very simple game, but bearing all that in mind, 7.5, because it's not kind of like in the realms of, say, Istanbul of complexity or something like that, which is probably a similar
But for
score,
a simple puzzly game,
yeah,
that's
for
a
what
good
it is,
score.
it
It's
really
a good,
is. You know, it is a great one. So
Yes.
7.5. That's what I'm scoring on. Not,
Okay.
not kind of complexity of all these other games that we like.
Yeah. I'm down at a 7
Yeah.
for me. I think it's probably just that half point is probably because it's jewels and temples, which again is more your Strata than... Damn, last Tikal!
You're right, it is very similar to that, isn't it? There are a lot of games that are very
my
jungly.
favourite theme.
Yeah, I get that.
Temples and all that
I
stuff.
have to watch
But
Indiana Jones a lot more.
I like Indiana Jones.
I know, it's strange, but it's I don't know what. Yeah, because you love the Temple of Doom and Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is what this is. So, but yeah, I know what you mean. In a game, you don't really kind of get the right vibe off of it in some way. But yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, so there you are, 7, 7.5, 14 and a half. That's kind of our average score, really.
Every game we play is 14.5.
But we'll have to check that out. All games that match 17.5. No, 14.5.
But that's a good score.
Yeah, there we are. So, really good game. We recommend this one entirely.
Yes.
If you
Tell
can
us
find it.
if
So
you agree.
I say the fact that it's 5 years old, it might be a bit harder to find. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it's a lovely game. Worth checking out. Worth exploring. Please yourself. So there it is. Karuba. Karuba, so you say it?
Karuba.
Yeah, it's not
I would say.
There's not really any other way to say it, I suppose. So check it out. Thanks very much for watching this.
Karuba.
Shut up.
Like, subscribe, and comment, please.
That thing, yes, indeed. And obviously ask us to do any other reviews that you fancy us doing. From the new Kallax, by the way. We've got new Kallax layout, so we'll have to carry on with the Kallax descriptions.
Yes.
Which she's
yes,
found out
I found out about that now.
We'll have
not
to
that hard to find.
No, not really. It's all over our YouTube, obviously. We'll have to carry on with that now. I'll probably rearrange some things as well. It's a bit awkward, but anyway.
Yeah, you probably have actually.
I've done these and we'll have to do it all over again. Hey.
Oh no.
Anyway, right, there you go. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.